Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is Friday, January 24th in the NBA. My best bets are on the way. If you are new, my name is Austin from Calling Our Shot. Today, we are joined by a special guest. He's underneath my desk. Let me get him out. The Broom. A 6-0 sweep last night. One of the best nights we've had on the season. Beautiful to bring this bad boy out, especially coming off a bad day on Wednesday. Beautiful 6-0 sweep. Let's do a victory lap, and then we'll dive into today's picks. Now, we did cash the ladder challenge. Sweaty LeBron, shout out to you. We started the day cashing Wembanyama's over in the first quarter points. Didn't look great. Then he turned it on, easily got up to 10 points. We had Kristaps over in points plus rebounds, sweat free. Kyrie's under, not sweat free. We had to go like the last 9 minutes without him getting 2 points and assists. We'll take it. Sabonis, points and rebounds, sweat free. The only one that you might have lost on was Anthony Davis's over in points. I had 23.5, bumped up to 24.5. Of course, he ends on 24. If that lost, you had a 5-1 day. So either way, still a massive day for us, 6-0. The goal today, try to do it again. Now, today's slate is not a good one. There's only 3 games on. I have 3 picks that I do like, and we'll dive into them in just one moment. As always, I post the plays early, the DubClub. So just like that Anthony Davis one, there's a chance these lines do move. Not just maybe the line, maybe it goes up or down, but maybe it changes in juice. Maybe it goes from -110 to -125. If you want to join the DubClub, get all early access to all the picks. Again, there's a link down below. I think there's a 2-week free trial, so you can test it out for 2 weeks. You also get all the NFL picks early, which we've been red hot in the NFL. And later today, probably in a couple hours, I'll be posting my full NFL slate to the DubClub. I probably won't post those NFL videos till tomorrow, so you get probably 24 hours in advance of those lines. But you guys didn't come out here for the yip yap and the ads and stuff like that. You came for some winners, and we're doing a first quarter prop today. However, this will be our first quarter under, and we're fading CJ McCollum under 7.5 first quarter points, -130 on Bet365, a 1-unit play. Now, CJ McCollum is on the road in Memphis tonight to take on the Grizzlies. When you look at this matchup, he's torched the Grizzlies before. His 2 games this season will show him he scored 30 points in both those games. So I expect a lot of people to be on his overs today. However, the Grizzlies aren't stupid. The guy's already torched it twice. Maybe we switch up our defense on him. Maybe we try to slow him down instead of maybe trying to slow down a guy like DeJounte Murray. So again, there's no Zion to worry about here. It's really CJ, DeJounte, and Trey Murphy Jr. Is he a junior? Or second? I don't really remember. Either way, Trey Murphy, love you. But look, CJ McCollum, I think he comes out slow here. And while you could fade him on the full game, I'd rather just get in and out. First quarter under. If we lose, we lose. I'll move on with my life. Now, let's talk with CJ, who, like I said, on the season, he's under in a lot of games, under in 22 of 30. This is towards the over. He's been under in a lot of these games. Obviously, he's been hot recently. He had 15 points here, 11 points in that game. But if you went to his full game, I mean, he just had 45 points in that last game. He's been shooting the ball pretty well. But we don't care about full game. We just want first half. Now, you look at our first quarter. You look at this game. Obviously, he comes in here, plays 10 minutes. This one, 12. He's shooting the ball well. 5 of 8 here, made 5 threes, and this game 5 of 9. So they're going to play him more minutes if he's knocking down his shots. But, in other games, we're looking at a guy playing, 10 minutes here, sure, 12-minute here. But again, he's got 18 points. We ain't taking out a guy that's torching and has the hot hand. We're going to keep him in there. That's obviously the smart thing to do. But I just don't see this being a terrific matchup. Now, I know people are going to say it's good for pick and roll ball handlers and transition, but we've seen this Memphis Grizzlies team step up defensively before. They are a fast-playing team, so fading a guy against them can kind of be a little bit scary, but CJ's been worse on the road, under in 12 of 15 on the road. And ultimately, I think they throw some more bodies at him. And when you see CJ, shoot 7 or less times, he's under nearly every single game. Now, if he gets up to 8 field goal attempts, still under in a lot of games, I'll take my chances here. I just don't think they're going to let him torch him. And even though in the games, like I said, the games that he's played head-to-head against Memphis, 30 and 32 points, shooting 58 and 55%, so knocking down a lot of his shots. If you were to go to first quarter points, he's still 8 points here, he went 80%, and this game 4 points. Now, he only played 7 and 8 minutes there. He probably plays a little bit more today, but again, I just don't love the spot for him. I think a lot of people are going to be on his overs. All it takes is a bad shooting. First couple shots don't go in. Maybe the Grizzlies get out to a hot lead, and the Pelicans head coach is like, you know what? I want to switch up some things, put in some Jose Alvarado, put in some Jordan Hawkins in there. Could see maybe he loses some minutes. Maybe DeJounte Murray gets hot. We start to feed him. Maybe Trey Murphy gets hot. Trey Murphy the third. I just saw his name. Shout out Trey Murphy. Maybe he gets hot. So again, I think this line's too high. I personally think it should be closer to 5.5, maybe juiced on the over, but 7.5 is pretty high. It's not easy to get to 8 points in the first quarter. Those shots have to fall. If they're not falling, well, GG. You don't have 3 more quarters to go out there and find a rhythm. You got a first quarter. You got 8 to 10 minutes for CJ, maybe 12. I don't care. I like his under today in first quarter points. Don't hate the full game, but I'd rather not sweat out the full game. Let me get in and out, and then I'm done with my Friday evening. Boom. Simple as that. My second play, it's going to be an under. Now, this one is juice, maybe like it's minus 130, but I think it's another winner. And it is going to be a guy that is a COS Hall of Famer. We love him. Tyrese Maxey, the guy on the thumbnail, under 6.5 assists, minus 130 on BetMGM, a 1-unit play. Now, obviously, you don't have this, could get more juiced as the day goes on. I personally would not play it at 5.5 if you're curious. 6.5, I'd probably flip to about minus 150. If you want a juice reducer, I do like Tyrese Maxey to score the basketball today. He's been really consistent. However, we'll talk about the ladder challenge in a second. That'll be my third play. We'll talk about that in a second. There's a chance he finds his way into the ladder. And so I don't really want to take Tyrese Maxey and rely on him to score for 2 units on a short slate. So I'll lay some juice here at minus 130. Hope that he goes under this assist line. Now, obviously, Tyrese Maxey is at home here tonight, taking on the Cavaliers. Cavaliers are going to be down some guys, most notably Evan Mobley. I'm not too worried about that. Like I said, minus 130, pretty much on almost every single buck. Now, Maxey hasn't been great in terms of the assists this year on the season, under in 19 of 30. When you look at games without Joel Embiid, under in a lot of these games, 68%, 17 to 25. If you went to without Joel Embiid with Paul George, who's supposed to play tonight, under an 8 of 13, sure, whatever. He's had some good games in here. But again, I mostly just am curious about without Joel Embiid. Without Joel Embiid, we look at him, sure, he's over in 2 straight. 7 assists here on 8 potential assists. I mean, pretty dang efficient. And he had 12 potential assists here, got a 10. That's a great matchup against the Nuggets. I don't like this matchup. The Cavaliers, if you can see here, 10th fewest assists allowed, 5th fewest 3-pointers allowed. That's important because Maxey's not really dishing it to guys that are cutting to the hoop a ton. It's mostly dishing it out to guys that shoot threes. And if you know anything about the Sixers team this season, they are one of the worst 3-point shooting teams on wide open threes. In fact, with defenders between 4 to 6 feet from them, they're the 4th worst team. Defenders 6+ feet away, they've been a little bit better. But again, they really struggle to knock down wide open threes. And this is already a Cavaliers team that doesn't give up a lot of threes. They'll be down Evan Mobley, so you'll get a different defender in there, probably someone that can go out there and contest those threes a little bit better than Mobley. So I see maybe a little bit more room for maybe a guy like Tyrese Maxey to attack the hoop, get to the mid-range, and do his job there. And look, when you look at Maxey, when he's faced teams without Joel Embiid that are also really good at limiting 3-pointers, so opponent threes allowed, just top 20. Look at that guy under in 13 of 16 games. And we saw him against the Pacers. 3 assists here, 7 potential assists. Against the Knicks, only 8 potential assists here. Magic, only 7. Sure, the Suns, he got it done fine. It is what it is. But here's a game against the Cavaliers. They lost by 27. He had 3 assists, 5 potential assists. So, again, I love Maxey. I love him to score tonight because I didn't even show you his points. He's been one of the most consistent scorers in the NBA. I mean, without Joel Embiid, he's been 25+ points, and I don't even know how many straight games that is. And I think even if you included some Joel Embiid in here. But again, without Joel Embiid, he's been really consistent scoring the basketball. I think that's what he does a little bit more tonight, especially given they are underdog. So I really like this under here for Tyrese Maxey. Hate fading him. You can take his under in points or rebounds plus assists, but I'd rather just do the assists. I think it's safer. I don't want to count on maybe some lucky rebounds going his way. I'll stick the under 6.5 assists. I don't think he gets more than 9 or 10 potential assists this season in his 25 games without Joel Embiid. He's averaging about 9.9 potential assists. So again, I'll take a shot here on Maxey's under in assists. I really like that as my third play of the day. Our second play. Third play, I'm going to put the ladder challenge, day 2. Now, we'll talk with the last game on the slate in a second. I'll put our odds of doing a ladder probably at about 30 to 40%. Like I said, I like Maxey. I could probably get there with some other games, but I don't know. I just don't know. On a short slate like this with a bunch of teams that I don't love betting on, some blowout potential, we'll see. We will see. Stay tuned. I don't know if we'll do one. Definitely check the pinned comment later on today. I'm going to wait for the alternate lines at the least. So alternate lines normally drop around 2 to 3 p.m. So I'll be waiting for those. Once those drop, I'll try to get my bag and get us a winner. Maybe we have some alt unders today. We'll see. So stay tuned. That'll be linked down below. Obviously, if you follow me on Twitter, X, TikTok, Instagram, you'll know when it goes live. I'll definitely post it within at least a couple hours before the games tip off. We got 2 7 o'clock tips tonight, 1 8 p.m. Eastern time. So again, at the latest, it'd be live at 5 p.m. Eastern time. I normally like to get it live way before then. So again, stay tuned for that. No idea if we do a ladder, but if we do, you'll know. Stay tuned for that pinned comment. I'll talk with the last game on the slate today, and that'll be this game. We're talking about, nope, wrong one. Portland versus Charlotte. I'll go to this side. This game's weird. Now, for starters, LaMelo Ball. Let's talk about him. Why did his line go up to 31.5? His line was like 28.5 last game. You can't really see him kind of blocking it. Hit 22 points in his most recent game. Now we're jumping it to 31.5. A little weird. A little weird. If you look at how he scores, decent matchup against the Blazers. Little bit weird there. Miles Bridges, I refuse to bet on that guy. Whenever I bet on him, he shoots 3 for 17. I don't really know what the hell I'm doing with any of the Blazers, too. They are just a disaster of an offense. Mark Williams doesn't have lines because I think LaMelo's questionable. So I can't really do anything here. Maybe when the injury report comes out, we can get a little bit more involved because I feel like these are two very evenly matched teams. So maybe some ladder potential here. I would like to put in LaMelo, but there's no value on a guy at 31.5. So you're going to have to take him for 25 points. And it's not my favorite guy to trust for 25 because, bro, that guy launches some boneheaded shots. So I'll stick with the 3 picks you see at the bottom of the screen. CJ McCollum under first quarter points. Tyrese Maxey under in assists. And if we do a ladder challenge, you'll know it's day 2. We'll see. We'll see if we can find something we like. If we don't like anything, I ain't going to do it. So, hey, simple as that. Tomorrow we have a big slate. Video should be live pretty early tomorrow morning, as well as the NFL videos will drop tomorrow, probably around lunchtime. So stay tuned for that. Let's have a big day. Let's go 2-0 in the NBA, maybe 3-0 if the ladder's out there. I'll see you guys back again in the next one. Have a great Friday. See you guys tomorrow with some more picks. If you want to join the DubClub, like I said, 2-week free trial down below. Links in the description. I think it's the top link. Get in the DubClub. You get all the NFL picks early, which we've been dominating the playoffs. Let's have a day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.